Noel, tell me a little bit about the festival.
Sure. It's really the fourth year of what was the Alt Country Festival that Mike McDonald from the Widowmakers used to put together.
Hmm.
And started off as a one-night thing at Harper's Ferry and then moved to 2 nights at church. Now it's 3 nights. It went from, I think, 15 bands to now it's about 35. Now we've expanded the genre to, the title and the kind of depth of who we invited to play and everything kind of encapsulate a little bit more. The big idea is to try and, I guess, be a catalyst for the community in the city for roots music. All the
Right.
bands are here and the venues are here, but on the national scene, Boston doesn't seem to be a force to be reckoned with when it comes to root music. But the city, with deep a history as Boston's got, there's no reason why that ought not be. The music is here. It's just a matter of, I think, establishing the community a little bit stronger. And what's interesting in a city that's relatively small like Boston is it's kind of divided, not in any sort of like adversarial way, but there's a Cambridge scene and there's a Boston scene and there's a Brighton scene and there's a whatever. And, even some of the guys from Cambridge, one of the guys, Jimmy Ryan and Hayride, they're like, oh, great, we get to play that side of the river, which is just crazy that this doesn't happen. I mean, there's just not a lot of co-billing from bands that are from different parts of the city. And, again, there ought to be. So, I mean, at a minimum,
Right, 'cause it's
let's
not
say
that
nobody
far anyway.
shows up, at least all these musicians are sitting in the room at the same time, and that's bound to have something coming from it. Hope we do better than that, but, at least we got that, you know what I mean? There's a lot of like-minded musicians who probably listen to the same stuff, but have done a lot of different things with it, and it's good to see.
Well, I mean, I don't think you're expecting no one to come.
No.
But like you said, you moved it up. You extended it to 3 days, and you added a lot more bands.
Yep.
So obviously, you're expecting a pretty good turnout for this.
Yeah, no, I think so. The pre-sales so far have been actually really good. And I think we're capturing a larger audience. One of the things, that was good, and as far as starting goes, was in all country in the past is a lot of the bands kind of had shared audiences. So a lot of the same people would have gone to each of those individual bands, and this kind of I think is reaching out a little bit further. Not only just the type of music, but in terms of who's going to come listen. So I think it's going to be good for everyone playing and everyone listening. In that, if you come to see
One
that
band,
old feeling, like there's no one else on that lineup for the night that you wouldn't like too.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to be good all around.
All right, and what night is your band playing? Autumn Hollow Band?
Saturday, same night.
Saturday.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You're both playing on Saturday.
Yeah.
Then.
I'm not going to remember all of them, but it's Sam Reed and the Riot Act's playing. They're like a bluegrass band with a drum kit, so not purist bluegrass, but they're pretty good pickers. Jimmy Ryan and Hayride's playing that night. 3 Day Threshold is playing. They're a pretty good honky tonk band. The Rationales are playing, and Eric Royer's playing with his guitar machine, the banjo player, and 3 or 4 more that night.
Also here in the studio with us, we have That Old Feeling. We've got Forrest, Hannah, Parker, Scotty, and Tony here. And they did a performance with us. And also playing the same night. Guys, have you done much of this kind of stuff before? A lot of shows lately, or?
We just spent the last month of January recording an album, so we actually have not played a live show since probably December. It's been a while, and we've never really played a festival like this before, which is really exciting because I feel like a lot of times we play shows and the combination of bands don't really make any sense, and so you have like an issue with what kind of people are coming, and everyone just comes and goes, and nobody buys drinks because they don't like that kind of music. And so I think it's going to be exciting to play a show where everyone's kind of has the same kinds of taste and support.
Right, and maybe they come for one band and they end up hearing another that they really
Right.
like.
Right. Yeah.
Very
No.
weird for someone to actually stick around.
Mhm.
At least in our experience, people usually don't stick around.